All right, got a new microphone here. We're testing it out today. What the plan for today was hamstrings and calves. So that I was kind of toying with the idea of doing some shoulders too, and not getting up early to do it tomorrow, just sleeping in tomorrow. But I don't know if that's going to happen based off of how much time I got. I got like 35 minutes. So I'm going to focus on something a little different today. Going to focus on really slow and controlled eccentrics and pausing in the stretched portion of the rep, pausing at the bottom of each rep, just to try and put as much stress on the hamstrings and glutes as possible. So I warmed up, did a set, like a quicker set at 135, and then now I'm going to get into my actual working sets, but I'm not going to go super heavy. I'm actually going to grab my straps. I'm not going to go super heavy since I'm focusing on strict form. I'm focusing on slow tempo and pauses at the bottom of every rep. So I'm going to take each set as it comes, try and control everything, and we'll see how we go from there. Not sure how many sets I'm going to do yet. All right, I got 18. Now I think I'm gonna shoot for that many reps on every set, even if I have to pause at the top and breathe, or even put the bar down in the middle of the set. Like if I get to 15 and I just can't do any more, I have to put the bar down, I'll put it down, step back up to it, and do the last 3 reps. So, man, working big muscle groups like quads and hamstrings always get me out of breath. So we'll do a bunch more sets like that. Oh. All right, that was 3. I think one more, and then move on to calves. Just because I want to see, I'm curious how only 4 sets of this at this slow eccentric pace will affect my fatigue. So I'm not going to crush myself today, but I think this is good enough, and we'll see if it makes me sore. All right, that's good for hamstrings and glutes. 4 sets. I'll keep you updated on my fatigue on that, and I'll kind of make a mental note of it for myself to see if I need to do more volume. But I'll take that for today. Now it's on to calves. All right, I tried to set up some way that I could do like deficit calf raises, but I got my slides on because these plates would hurt my feet if I did it without anything. So I'm not sure how this is going to go. I might slide out of these shoes. But I just got 95 pounds on the bar. just because I'm doing them slow. I'm slowing, controlling the eccentric portion of the rep, and then driving back up. So I don't know how this is going to go, but we'll find out. Oh my gosh. Oh. All right. First set was kind of a mess, but that self felt pretty good. I think I just got to man up, grab the bar, and understand that this isn't ideal, but I can still make it work. Because I did, I think 20 there, and I got a nice burn in my calves and in the bottom of my feet, which I assume is relatively normal. I would rather not have it. I'd rather it be isolated in my calves, and maybe it would be if I wasn't wearing like these really soft flip-flops and doing it on a plate that's like rounded, but I don't know. I'm just going to jump into the next set because even now my calves, like, they feel fine after those 2 sets. Well, I'll count that as like 1.5, but oh gosh. Oof. Yeah, that hurts. All right, maybe like 2 sets, 2 more sets, because I'm already running out of time. So I'm just going to do 2 more sets like that and then call it no shoulders today. Tomorrow, even though I didn't want to get up tomorrow, I'll get up and I'll crank out some shoulders. Man, when I step off that thing, I do not want to move for about 5 seconds. My calves are just on fire. But anyway, that's it. I'll think about the lift and decide what I want to do going forward. I just wish I had a little bit more time without having to get up at 4:30 in the morning. Wish I had a little bit more time, but I don't think that was bad. I think it could be better. So I'll think about it, come up with some thoughts and ideas for what I can do differently, and I'll catch up with you at the farm.
Welcome back. Made it to the farm, made it to work. Been here for about an hour, doing a few things. But just hopped in the tractor, going to get a bale of hay for the cattle. So I thought I would chat a little. So this morning was not very satisfying. I think I'll know tomorrow if the hamstring work and the calf work was enough to stimulate any growth at all. I was expecting it to be more fatiguing, especially the hamstring stuff. I mean, the calf stuff, like that burned. I was doing like 18 to 20 reps of calf raises with a little bit of a deficit. Trying to focus on slow eccentrics on the way down, but it kind of didn't work. I think because that eccentric is like this far, so it's hard to make that really slow. And I wasn't even going heavy. I was only using 95 pounds. But I guess when you think about it, it's 95 pounds plus, 190 to 200 that I weigh. So the calves felt okay. I don't know if it was enough to make them sore tomorrow. We'll find out. I might just have to do like 8 sets or something of like 20 reps. Or, I don't know. Maybe I'll play with it. I'll do some of that slower controlled, like squeezing at the top, slow eccentric, and then I'll do some that's like where I just do like 8 sets of just bouncing up and down, just going hard until I can't. My calves are like so on fire that I can't move. So I'll mess around with that maybe in the future. Let's see. Hamstrings, focus on the eccentric, focus on the stretch. Was only doing 135 pounds for the RDLs. That's kind of all I can do for hamstrings. I could do like glute bridges or something, but I can't really like add weight to those. So I think the RDLs are fine. I think I just have to up the volume. I did 4 sets, and I think if I just up the number of sets, I don't know. It's hard to isolate the hamstrings on those. Like it's a really good stretch. Don't get me wrong, but my rear delts are burning because I'm like holding the bar up, and my straps start to slip when I'm at like 15, 18 reps. So I don't think it's ideal. I would much rather do a hamstring curl where I can get the same amount of stretch. Yeah, I mean, it would be a similar amount of stretch, but also get a crazy squeeze on every single rep. And know, like, when people get to failure on a hamstring curl, they know that it's their hamstrings that are failing. Now, I got to the point where I was shaking on the way up, but it wasn't just my hamstrings that were burning. It was my glutes a little bit, which is good. I want that. but also my rear delts, my lower back. Like, it was muscles that I would rather keep out of an RDL. And it's just so much time under tension doing those slow, controlled reps that it's hard to keep those muscles out of play. So I will think about that a little bit more. Maybe I'll try like a banded hamstring curl. I think maybe that would actually work, because if I focus on slow eccentrics, squeezing reps at the top, I wouldn't be able to get a real good stretch, I don't think, because I'd have to loop the band around my rack and then hook it on my heels and lay on my stomach and do hamstring curls like that. So I don't think I'd be able to get a great stretch, but at least I'd be able to squeeze at the top and get that contraction that I'm not getting with the RDLs. I think the stretch is where most of the growth happens, because you're micro tearing those muscle fibers. But I don't think a contraction hurts your progress or your growth or your potential for growth at all. So maybe I'll try and implement that. But I was thinking about, I don't know, I was watching some videos yesterday trying to come up with a way to hit my shoulders and my arms as much as possible. Because shoulders and arms and legs are what I want to hit the most. Those are the three body parts that I want to see the most growth out of during this bulking period. Legs, I think I just have to do it. I think I don't have to change that much. Especially, I'm speaking more so specifically toward my quads. I don't think I have to change that much. I think I was very, very fatigued and sore. I could feel not that crazy soreness that you get after squatting for the first time in a month, but sore as in my muscles, I could just tell that they weren't recovering, or that they weren't recovered for a few days. They were recovering, because I know that I'm eating a lot of food, and I was going to say resting enough, but I'm on my feet, walking all day at work. And then I went to the CrossFit gym a couple times. But anyway, I think my quad work is good. I think my hamstrings my hamstring program, I guess you would say, needs some work. Calves, I just have to do it. I don't think it's that complicated. But the point I was trying to make there was, I'm trying to maximize muscle growth for my legs, my shoulders, and my arms. I just got back to the cattle barn, so I can park it for a minute and just talk. I want to maximize growth in those three body parts. So I want to hit them. I want to hit shoulders and arms twice a week. And I think doing, I'm really struggling with trying to find a good schedule. I was going to say that doing legs once a week is good enough. I would love to maybe I'll just try and hit quads twice a week. I don't think that would be that unreasonable. Maybe I'll try and do that. I'll try and figure out a way to do that. But that's besides the point right now. I think if I just do day one chest and side delts, lateral delts. So that way I've hit shoulders once. Then I do back and biceps. So that's hitting biceps first time. Then I do quads and delts. No, hamstrings and delts, because my rear delts are already getting fired up a little bit on those RDLs. So if they're already getting fatigued a little bit, might as well just jump on that opportunity and bury them later in the session after hamstrings. I don't want to do them first, because then I won't be able to hold the bar. I think having fresh rear delts actually helps me get my hamstrings more. I think it would hurt my hamstring gains if I went in with compromised rear delts. So that's day 3. Chest and delts, back and bis, hamstrings and delts, then quads and triceps. I think quads and triceps works better than quads and delts because I think triceps are a little bit simpler. I don't think that they are as systemically fatiguing as delts. Delts are, just all around. I think they are a larger mass of muscle, which I think correlates pretty strongly to systemic fatigue. So I think doing quads and triceps works well. So now I've hit delts twice on the first day and the third day. I've hit biceps once and triceps once. And then, so that was quads and triceps. And then I just do shoulders. Just a day, just some shoulders. And then a day, just some arms. So that's biceps and triceps. I hit them separately. One on chest day. One on quad day, one on back day. And then I do them together. So I'm hitting them both twice a week. And then delts I do on my chest day, on my quad day. No, man, this is confusing. On my chest day, on my hamstring day, and a day by themselves. So I could try that. So that way I'm hitting my shoulders 3 times in a week, and I'm hitting my arms, my biceps, and my triceps respectively twice a week. I could try that, see how it goes. Maybe I'll add quads into that last delt day, just to hammer quads out one final time. I don't know. We'll see. I'm trying to figure it out. So let me run through that one more time. Just see if I can remember it. I have it written down. I've changed my split like 3 times, so I doubt this will even stick, but it sounds good on paper. So it's chest and side delts, back and biceps, hamstrings and delts, maybe more so specifically rear delts, quads and triceps, then all delts, then all arms. Maybe I'll fiddle with it a little bit and switch some of the days around so I can do 2 quad days. Or maybe not. We shall see. So, I know I'm going to hit shoulders tomorrow morning. That is the plan. Focus mostly on side and rear delts because those are the ones I specifically want to grow. I know that my front delts are getting some work, doing overhead pressing, doing incline pressing. So I'm not as concerned about those. I think those are a little bit more developed than the side and rear of my delts. So that's the plan. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys enjoyed the clips, and all glory to God, as always. Thankful to Him that I can think about it, and that I want to do it, and that I have the discipline to get up at 4:45 and do it. So, all glory to Him, as always. Wouldn't be where I am without Him. So, yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow.